Okay, this whole space here is going to be transformed to a lab slash guest room. As you can tell, it's just an attic like so many others in the world. But I really intend to make this the TechneMoira attic lab. And I want to make you all enjoy the progress that I'll make over the coming weeks and months to transform this bare space into a really nice laboratory, maybe even a little bit of a man cave, you could say. And the view outside is terrific. Let me show you. Today the weather isn't so good, but just to give you an impression of the view I have or will have from my lab. Nice, isn't it? Alright, I installed a few braces you see over there, and I installed the same type of braces right where I'm sitting, as you can tell. Now, some of you might think, well, why the braces? Well, you can see it as a sort of an insurance policy. Okay, so I wasn't 100% certain that the beams, the roof beams, were being held together or pulled together by the beams you see over there. Okay, the transversal ones. So I thought, okay, well, it wouldn't hurt to place some very sturdy braces between them, and incidentally they're at a 45-degree angle, all of them, just in case, okay, so that if these would be pulled in that direction, they would be braced by the other beams you see on those sides there. So, well, you could say I'd rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them. So that's why I placed them. Now, I cut away the two center beams. You can see where I made the cut. It's 1 meter opening in length, and the width is 70 centimeters or 700 millimeter if you prefer. So yeah, and then down there we'll place the staircase to the first floor of the house. So I'm making progress. Okay, yes, I still have to put in all the insulation and a floor and what have you, but let's not go too fast. Let's be methodical. So the next thing I'll do is I'll cut a few beams to put across like this along the edge of the opening, one here and one over there, and then I'll use the boards that I cut away here to make a box right along that edge here, so that the staircase is nicely enclosed on all four sides. Because remember, the floor needs to be put on top of that. Okay, so you do actually need that box, quote unquote, if you want your floor to be stable on the sides of the staircase. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do next. Alright, I'm building up the staircase, and as you can tell, it's standing upright, but that's only temporary until I fixed all the steps solidly to the two bearing arms. Now, right now in the attic, it's about 35 degrees C, which would be 95 Fahrenheit for people who prefer imperial units. And I can tell you, I'm sweating like a horse. Not to mention the fact that I feel constantly tired because of the heat. Anyway, I'm about there. I'm counting on, say, 1 extra hour, and then the staircase will be fitted, at least temporarily. Yeah, and then I just need to finish it off so that it looks nice. The new staircase to my lab. So you could say this is the unofficial opening of my lab, but okay, there's still a huge amount of work to do. As you can tell, I still need to insulate and what have you, and build a floor, and well, there's still a humongous amount of work to do. But with the new staircase, you could say I officially started to build my lab. Well, here it is. The staircase is built in, and let me give you a small tour. So it's not completely finished, of course, but it leads up to the attic up there. So let's go up and have a look. And there you are. Isn't that great, having a staircase leading up to my lab? And there it is. So I have to bridge the height of about 2.5 meters, or 2.5 yards more or less, with the staircase in a rather confined space, as you can tell for yourselves. So yeah, well, in the meantime I also brought up the rolls of insulation material which will go up into the roof. Okay, so that'll be quite a hard thing to do still, but I'm confident that I can do that, say, within the next few weeks. And well, once the roof is insulated, then we need to put in electrics and a floor. So that will be the next step to take, quite literally. So let's enjoy the view outside for a minute. It's sunset right now, and there's a light wind blowing, so it's a little bit cooler than yesterday, fortunately. Yeah, I'm trying to shield my camera against the sun. But there in the distance you can see the church bell tower, and of course all the trees and the gardens all around the house. Nice, isn't it? So, and the sky is beautifully blue. So yeah, well, that's it for this episode. I'll keep you updated when I have more news.